All right, welcome back. We're getting saucy today. So we're making some, what am I making? We're having steak and we're having, you trying to show off your plans, huh? This is a show about making sauces.
Sorry, I thought that they deserved a little glory. My bad.
Okay, so
We're having steak.
We're having steak, and realistically, we're having French fries. I'm just gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if you call them pommes frites, you can French it up a little bit. But let's be real, they're still French fries. So we're having steak and French fries and salad for dinner tonight. So I was thinking, what are we gonna dip these French fries, these pommes frites in? And when you have fancy French fries, you can't dip them in ketchup. It's part of the thing. So we're gonna make an aioli to dip it in. And I'm gonna be real, I think a lot of the pommes frites and the aioli, you're just trying to class up just the fact that you're eating fried potatoes with mayonnaise. So a little disclaimer on today's sauce. That is, there's nothing healthy about this whatsoever. It is literally a shit ton of mayonnaise. But is it good? So, if it's a Friday night and you're getting saucy, maybe have some aioli. You've earned it. Okay. Like all good sauces, we start with some garlic. What do I got in here? There's like 5 or 6 cloves of garlic in there. And we need to get this garlic kind of pureed up. Put a little bit of lemon juice in there. Now, this is the second time I have used this little death contraption, got in my eye. And the first time I used it, it was splattering everywhere. So in an attempt to minimize that as much as possible, I'm gonna go ahead and put my first glob of just this nectar, this real mayonnaise, Hellmann's since 1913, Costco sized, just the good stuff. All right.
Yeah, we always have a Costco size bun in our fridge.
Dude, we do always have a big thing of mayonnaise.
I really like having turkey sandwiches.
Wait. Okay, so I would say that I put probably just under a 1/4 of a cup of mayonnaise in here. Again, this is just to avoid, getting lemon juice in your eye and stuff. So go ahead and get that going again. Still getting the hang of this thing.
New lemon tree over there that we could eventually use in one of our sauces.
Yeah.
We got 2 green guys. While he's figuring that out, I'll show you. So we've got 2 little that just need to turn yellow. Right there. And he's getting the hang of it.
All right. We scoped out the lemon tree. All right. So we got that garlic pretty well mixed up. Now let's kind of get to spicing this bad boy up. All right, we got some salt. Always gonna need some salt, so just have plenty on hand. Let's start off with 4 dashes. Let's go to the 10 mark on that dash. So it's probably 2-3 teaspoons. Be conservative with it. Add more as you need it. Getting that fresh cracked pepper up in there. And now the real star of the show is the Sriracha. So we're gonna go ahead and boom, load it up. Whatever spice level you like. That was about a 3-second squeeze out of a clean spout. You always get that. You know how like when the
comes out sideways and hits you in the eye.
Yeah. When the sriracha's got a little bit of a dry clog on it, and you're like, apparently you just squeeze this harder, and then the stuff comes out from behind.
I'm actually quite embarrassed that people know we leave our spouts that crusty.
Oh, everybody does.
I did just clean that spout.
Everybody does.
Not knowing he was gonna choose sriracha.
Don't be embarrassed by that. You go look at anybody's sriracha bottle in the world.
You guys tell us in the comments.
It's gonna be, yeah. So anyway, now I'm gonna add a little bit more mayo to this bad boy here. We're probably knocking on the door of about, look at this, man, I'm a mess. All right, knocking on the door of about, let's call it a half a cup of mayo. I'm gonna mix that up really well and just kind of give it my first taste and see where we're sitting. Looks good. All right. Get a little spoon here to give it a taste. Man, that really ain't bad. What does it need though? So, spice level's good. I'm gonna say that we could go for just a touch more lemon. So the reason I say that is that you're tasting it like, if you get an aftertaste with something like this, typically it's because, you know, your fat content I don't even know if this is true or not. This is just me, you know, screwing around, so don't quote me on anything. But sometimes, like, you know, if you put a little more acid in there, if it's sitting on your tongue for a while, that'll kind of help. The acid helps kind of wash away that fat if you get kind of a weird aftertaste. I'm even gonna just throw maybe a touch of water in here as well, just to kind of get a little bit better consistency. So, give it another mix. We'll see how we're looking. This thing is pretty slick. All right, let's see where we're at right now.
Sorry.
That's it right there. Ooh, okay. All right. Wow, that's really good. All right, so to recap, we ended up doing, I would probably say, let's call it 4 tablespoons. Again, I really don't know if at a certain number of tablespoons you're at like a 1/4 of a cup or an 1/8 of a cup. So I'm gonna learn that soon. Let's call it like 3 or 4 tablespoons of lemon. Got about 2-3 teaspoons of salt.
I think 3 or 4 tablespoons is like an 1/8 of a cup.
Is it? All right, let's call it an 1/8 of a cup. So you got about an 1/8 of a cup of lemon juice, probably, you know, a 1/16 of a cup of water. You know, 6 garlic cloves, and then and just play around with that mayonnaise and sriracha to get a good consistency and spice level for it. But yeah, that's what you got right there. You got that sriracha aioli for your fancy French fries.